everybody, and welcome back to this channel. Cheeky bastard. Well, that took me by surprise. I don't know where he came from. But yeah, welcome back to the channel. So, hopefully you watched the video before. I spoke about this bike, this 2017 bobber that I'm sat on top of, and how impractical it is. Well, it's not impractical, but it's got small range. My arse hurts after a bit on this seat. My legs are a bit cramped up after a while. It is what it is, it's a bobber. But I wanted to go on some adventures, but not on this. I want this to be my baby, my bike that I polish up and scare the neighbours with. So I needed something else. So I needed something else to ride. So I looked around. I had a budget of not a lot of money at all, and I think my first plan was to sort of spend about, I don't know, 800 quid and just get something old but reliable. I'm thinking old Honda, you know, get an old 1100 Pan-European, which you can pick up dirty ones for that sort of money. So I was looking around, that's what I wanted, but then they're just not cool, are they? And I'm sure it would have been practical to go and do the North Coast 500 on one of them, but it wasn't what I really wanted. And then I stumbled on a bike that fit all my needs. It was something that I remembered from my younger years. It was something that I thought was a bit of a classic and had a bit of a story about it. I thought it was cool. It was a project. It was everything I kind of wanted, really. Problem was, it was in Sunderland, and Sunderland is a very long way away. But luckily for me, I've got ADHD. That's not like diagnosed or anything, but I've definitely got something. So I couldn't leave it alone, so that was it. I took my half a day off work. I'd got to get back to pick the kid up from nursery, but I went anyway, and off I went to Sunderland to pick up this. So here she is, the 1150, no, GS, well, half of an 1150 GS adventure. Yeah, a few complications. So one of the jobs I wanted to get done, didn't really need doing, but it was free, so I thought, yeah, we'll go for it, was to get all these, get the crash bars all powder coated, and they look amazing. But having come to try and fit it all back on, down here, the subframe will not fit. So, as you can see, I've got some wood, I've got some mallets, and we're going to make it work. We're going to make this situation work. But, yeah, I was hoping to be, to show you around the bike and tell you all about it, but we ain't going anywhere for a minute. So, yeah, anyway, less talking, more action. Get the big boy out. Shit you not, that has taken me absolutely ages. Sorry about the quality. I'm not going to get the camera now, but basically we've had to ratchet strap. We've had to pop blocks of wood under there. But after about an hour or so, straight back off holiday, by the way. So pleased, finally got that little bolt. That's all it was. That's the only thing that's holding me back. But finally got that bad boy in, which I'm extremely relieved about, because that means that screw that in, tighten it all up, screw the sump guard on. It's ready for adventure, baby. So yeah. Oh, right. Best crack on. It's took me all night, so I better actually finish what I'm doing now. And then next time that you see this bad boy, it will have a tank on. It'll look great. It'll look great. See you soon.
So boys and girls, here she is, completed, back on the road, feeling wonderful. I call her Big Sexy. It's my 2004 GS 1150 Adventure. Bush, bush, bush. I feel like such an adventure rider. So yeah, I wanted to do some touring. Nothing crazy, but you know, I want to do North Coast 500. I probably want to go Isle of Man. Boy, it's bright tonight. And then I want to see where it takes me. Probably like a lovely trip to the Alps or something like that. And the bobber just wasn't going to cut it, so yeah, I was looking around, and as soon as I realised that I could get one of these bad boys, I couldn't really look away. I don't think I would ever buy like a more modern one, like a 1200 or a 1250 or something like that. I just think they're a bit too, I don't know, a bit too much money for a start. And this ticked all the boxes for me. So this came with a pretty much full service history. It had some essential work done to it. Woohoo! I mean, it was absolutely filthy, and the service history was a bit staggered, so it said oil and filter every year, but who knows what oil and filter really means on like a used bike that's 20 years old. So it needed a desperate clean. It was completely oiled up, like it had been sat in an old workshop for 10 years of its life. But mechanically it's been pretty good. I've just basically carried out a major service myself, so we've done oil, filters, gearbox oil, transmission oil, engine oil, brake fluid. I've removed the ABS, that was a big job. I fitted some heated grips because adventure. And that's about it, you know. She runs, oh, fork seals. Even though these forks do nothing really because it's telelever front end, I still decided to do them. And this thing, honestly, is the dream. It is so comfy. I mean, it flows through the bends for such a big sexy girl. She moves. It's a bit of a Lizzo situation. She moves so well. Smooth power. It's not quick or anything, but it's very smooth, and it's enough for like a bike of this sort, you know. It'll overtake stuff, it'll cruise all day at proper motorway speeds, it'll pull away, it's good. So yeah, this bike's got 99,000 kilometers on it, which I'm quite buzzing about really. I get to be the one that takes it to 100k, which is pretty cool. But yeah, high mileage bikes and stuff, I know people steer clear, but for me this was a bike that was meant to do high mileages. The motor's absolutely bulletproof, so I knew that even if I had some problems I could fix them myself probably, so that saves you thousands in labour costs and stuff, doesn't it? So yeah, I hope to do many happy miles on this whole thing. It's so good. I can't believe it's as old as it is and it feels as good as it does. I just find it funny as well. I mean, look, I've got panniers. I've never had panniers before. Like, I could do shopping. I've done shopping on it. I could take my dinner out. I can moonlight as like a delivery guy. I might sign myself up for Amazon. But yeah, it's big, it's spacious. I love the looks of it. They like cool old school looks. The wheels, a single-sided swing arm and all that sort of stuff. It's just so fucking cool. And I do think that this is a bit of a classic. You know, I think everybody like my age or older than me, hopefully, watched some of the Long Way Round stuff. When that came out, it was so good. They went travelling the world, basically, and they did it all on this big old girl. Which is crazy, you know, riding one, thinking some of the terrain they must have gone down. I've done a fair bit of off-road, and I wouldn't fancy taking this down some, like, crazy track. I know people do, but not for me. Fire roads, maybe, but proper off-road, no thank you. But now I've done that service, the gearbox and everything is so much slicker than it was when I first bought it. And now I've got rid of that ABS, I can feel confident that I'm not going to get some sort of failures along the way, because you don't want to be like middle of absolutely nowhere and then your brakes die and you've got nothing left. So yeah, nothing special to tell you really tonight on this one. Just that it is a beautiful evening out on Big Sexy. getting to know her, getting comfortable, giving her a bit of a shakedown really, as I'm planning on doing a big one-dayer to Wales and back, sort of down to the coast, have a look around, take some cool pictures and videos and stuff, and then a ride back through Snowdonia. So that's the plan. Big shakedown before the next big one will probably be North Coast 500, unless I get a bunch of other ideas. I'm a bit of a girl when it comes to winter riding, so I don't plan on doing loads of winter stuff. But anyway, it's time to enjoy this beautiful golden hour, and I'll catch you on the next one. Like, subscribe, do the right thing. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye bye.